Okay, you just tap it. Just leave it on. Yeah. Connor usually mutes it during periods, or during intermissions, but you don't have to. Okay. How far away is it got to be? Just like right here? Oh, God, no. No, I mean like on my body. Okay. You want to commentate? I got two. Connor's not here, so. Give one to Brad. He can give me my color. Brad, he's got a second mic. Do you want to be my color commentator? Come on, Brad. Come on, Brad. Your press is a bitch. Yeah. Brad, can you explain your weekend at Pound Town? Ladies and gentlemen, we have started the rematch with an icing immediately. Just to set the record straight, this is not Connor Boyd. This is Craig Nelson filling in. Apologize for the music this evening if it gets too loud. That is Hubble on the tune, and we don't want to discourage it. Face off in the zone for the Spartacats. The last matchup against Cannon River ended in a 2-2 tie in the last seconds. A lot to prove tonight. Cannon River have trouble. Ooh, a shot from Robinette out of the short wall. Attempt to hold the zone fails, and we are feeling the opponent out at the moment. There is a breakaway, number 9 from Cannon River with a shot, nice save, and a redirect to the corner. Shot deep to the zone. Turvold chooses to play it out. And Izzy Cans driving it deep as we go for a change. She does have Nelson on the side. Puck is stolen, and Cannon River is coming back. Walker. Izzy dumps it in deep. Weber and Nelson challenge. Nelson with a poke check steal. Puck is looped in the Cannon River zone. Now the puck jumped in deep, back in the Spartacats zone. We're straight, kept bringing it through, and an icing called. After a bit of a scrum, the puck's dumped in deep. Oh, Lukrisky up the wall, does not get out, and glove. Up the wall, all the space in the world, but a turnover at center ice. Spartacats regroup, bringing it back out again. Turvold, nice cross ice pass up to Hubble. And a major collision right at the door. Turvold gets it, regroups. Nice pass to Bates. Bates to Robinette with a shot on goal, just redirected to the side. Another great chance for Robinette. She was tied up on the back end. Shot from Bates, blocked by the defender. And after some offensive zone pressure, Cannon River has cleared it out, and right back in for the Spartacats. Icing called. We have Weber, Cans, and Nelson as our forwards. For straight, and Moline on the defense. Attempt to clear out, thwarted by Cannon River, and Weber with the pressure against the wall, and is not yet able to get it out. Nelson gets it out. Cannon River regroups. Offsides. Oh. And a nice block save after an errant pass by the Spartacats in the zone. Working to get it back out of the zone. Walker on the puck. Pass deflected up to Weber. Pass Nelson. And back against the wall with Walker. And Nelson to Walker gets it out of the zone. To Weber, I'm sorry. And River coming back through. And a glove save. We have the Christie Hubble line coming in for forwards. One with McCall at center. Moline versus straight stay in a D. Nice attempted cross ice pass intercepted by Cannon River. They circle back to the zone, lose the puck, and it cleared by Moline. All the way down for icing. Face off in the Spartacats zone. McCall at center. She won the face-off back to Moline, up the wall. Nice cross-ice pass to Hubble, who dumps it in past the red line. Krisky in to retrieve the puck. Hubble or McCall there to win it. Turbold off the wall, around one defender, around a second. Still holding the zone. Scrum in the corner. Krisky and McCall both were in the scrum. McCall regroups to deflect it off the wall, and an errant shot from McCall. That was from Restraight. Now the puck held in by Turbold. Krisky drop pass to Robinette. Could not be handled. Bates on the chase. Restraight in the defensive zone. Picks up the puck. Delivers it to Krisky. And out of the zone. Restraight in the back corner. Bringing it up to Krisky. Deflects it up to Bates. And stolen by Cannon River at center. Cannon River in, onsides, and deflected again by Krisky. Cannon River regrouping in the back zone. Crossing the center line onsides. Shot and glove. If you're a fan of the music this evening, Hubble is excellent at birthday parties, weddings, graduations. Contact Hubble for future opportunities. Glove save again by Cassidy Boyd. Face off in the Spartacats zone. Weber on the chase, back in the zone. Loses an edge. And centered right out front. And a goal for Cannon River. Bit of a defensive lapse. Nothing the Music Man can't get turned around. Nelson wins the face-off. Lost in the shuffle to Cams. Turvold in the chase. Bringing up the wall. Lost again to Cannon River. Cannon River holds the zone. Around again, another Spartacat player. And Turvold in to collect. Turvold cross-ice pass to Krisky on the sprint. It will not be icing. Krisky continues to pursue. Steals the puck in the corner. Off to Cans. Back to Nelson. Loses the handle in front with 5 defenders. Back to Cans in the corner. Rims it around. Looks like Turvold will get there to hold. Cannon River in possession. Rims it off the back boards with Izzy in tough pursuit. Nelson and out to a Cannon River player. Turvold around the Cannon River player. Nelson picks it up across the blue line with a nice. Oh boy.
This one might have to card.
Okay. No. Apologies if the voiceover wasn't coming over. I think our microphone died. To recap, it is 0-1. Spartacats Cannon River. Cannon River scored. And Spartacats have been putting up a fight here. Hubble into the zone, into the back corner, loses the puck. And Spartacats now regroup. Pass up the wall to Weber. Could have been too many players on the ice, but it did not touch the Cannon River player. Shot from Hubble, deflected wide. Weber in on the chase, is able to track down the puck. Bates unable to grab it off the boards. Cannon River in on a rush. Broken up behind the net, rimmed around. Grabbed at center by Bates, who's now charging up the ice as the Spartacats make a change. Shot, shoulder pad saved by the Cannon River goalie. It is in the corner. Won by Robinette out of the corner to center, no one home. Cannon River coming up. Errant pass, Walker up to Krisky. Back to Cannon River. Cannon River again to Krisky. To Robinette, and it's held in the zone. Cannon River, blocker save. Picked up by Walker and does not leave the zone. In the skates to Cannon River. Now cleared up to Krisky and out of the zone. Robinette picks it up as the Spartacats make a change. Dumps it into the zone. Krisky on pursuit. Nelson up to the wall. And Can steals the puck in the center of the ice. And now it's back. Maintained by Cannon River. Turvold to Krisky. Cross ice. Cannon River back with a charge, and well defended by the Spartacats. Puck is cleared up to the wall, and then back to Turvold. Cross ice pass from Turvold to Krisky, did not connect. Cannon River in against 5, and a 10-foot shot goes off the glass, stays in the ring. Hubble with the puck, dumps it in, gets an elbow to the back of the head. Nothing is called. Some words were exchanged. We may have to find out at the intermission. Potential interview opportunity. Shot from Cannon River off a blocker pad, up the wall to Hubble, and broken out of the zone by McCall. McCall in deep to the corner. He's got Weber in front, drops it back, and it is a Cannon River player. Robinette on pursuit, Verstraete and Walker back on defense. Shot off Verstraete's pads, and up by Walker out of the zone. Cannon River looks like they've given up on trying to score again in this period. Just holding the zone. Puck trickles into the corner. Won by the Spartacats. And it's not cleared yet. Now cleared by Bates out of the zone. A change going on for the Spartacats. No one hit the puck. Hands with the puck. Little dipsy doodle, and up to Krisky. Two seconds remaining. Final shot. Blockers save, and that will end the first period. Spartacats with 5 shots on goal. Cannon River with 9. The score is 1-0. Spartacats over. The Cannon River over Spartacats. I was unsuccessful in getting any interviews at intermission. We'll work on Rachel Cans. I think she's interested in the interview. But for now, we are starting the second period. Some fantastic music by Hubble. We have the Nelson, Krisky, Cans line on the ice for the forwards, and Bliss and Turvold for defense. Puck is driven into the zone by Cannon River. Held in the corner. Nelson out to Cans on the wall. Bit of a battle, and Cannon River maintains the puck with a shot to the goal. Cleared to the wall by Bliss. Puck is still loose behind the net. Nelson and others there, and Krisky takes it with a running start. Here we go. Krisky against the wall. Cans picks it up. Krisky back to Cans. Nelson's in front. Cans loses the puck out to center. Held by Nelson. And Krisky with a chance. Off the left blocker save. Cannon Falls bringing it, Cannon River coming through across the blue line. It will be icing. Face off one by McCall to the wall. Brought up by Cannon Falls, Cannon River. Defended by Moline, right in front. Weber carries out of the zone. McCall on the chase. And onside is the call for Straight picking up the puck. Pass to Hubble. Takes it off the wall and dumps it in for Weber. A nice centering pass. No one home. For Straight dumps it in deep. McCall with a chip on that pass. For Straight sends it back in deep. Weber dumps it behind the net. Comes back out to Moline. Shot goes behind the net. Cannon River kind of on their heels at this point. And now on a breakaway. So a pass to no one. Picked up by Moline. And dumped in onside. No icing. Robinette chasing. Barrels the girl into the wall. No call. Bates chasing the puck. Very aggressive. And looks like she does now have the puck with Weber in to help. Bates back to grab the puck. Weber now chasing the puck down. It is rimmed up the boards. Shot by Bliss. Do not believe that one made it to the goalie. Another nice entry pass right into the center of the zone. Back to Bliss, who dumps it down to Robinette. Robinette from the corner. Picked up by Bates. Bates back out to Bliss. Bliss with a shot. It was tipped. It went blocker. That one had a chance. Cannon River now trying to get it out of the zone. They do to Walker. Walker cross-ice pass to Robinette. Robinette picks up red and cross-ice pass is now out of the zone. We'll have to regroup. Weber dumps it in. Goes for a change. We've now got Krisky, Cans, Nelson forward line, along with Bliss and Walker. Bliss pass to Krisky, up the wall to Nelson. Nelson chases around the boards. Is able to corral the puck with some pressure from Cannon River. Puck is now in the central part of the zone, and Cannon River is back on a charge. Shot to the center of the chest protector, and a save by Gatchi. Nelson on the face-off. It's won by Cannon River. And now Cans pushes it out of the zone. Nelson in pursuit with Krisky along the side. Pass is made through, and a deflection by Nelson. Nelson still pursuing. Cannon River with the puck. Now Krisky with the steal, bringing it up into the zone across the blue line. 4 defenders, and sent back out of the zone. Sent into the zone by Moline. Offsides is waved off. A new set of forwards have joined. Blocker save. And Moline taken down hard into the boards. No call there. Held the zone by, and now out with Cans. Extra stick handle. Brother past the blue. Face off. And now stolen by Hubble in the zone. Hubble McCall on her heels. Driving in behind the net. Hubble circling. And stolen by Cannon River. Cannon River off to the races. They've got 3 looking to regroup and a wide errant pass to the left, covered by Walker. Cannon River tries to pass out front, taken by Weber, up to Hubble. Walker in, Weber in. Bates into chase, a change happening on the Spartacats side, and Verstraete collects the puck and dumps it back into the zone. On defense now we have the Walker-Verstraete line. Weber right to Robinette in front, cannot get a shot off, held by Bates, and a chip shot just went wide. Shot by Walker, blocked and brought out of the zone by Cannon River, dumped in offsides. Frisky to Bates, bringing it out of the zone, whipped wide. Robinette with a chance. A few stick handlers in front of the Cannon River's net. Turvold back to collect. Turvold fights through a stick check. Frisky chips it around the defender. And Cannon River dumps it in. This should be an icing, called off. Nelson brings it off the boards. Frisky and Nelson chase. Pass too long for Cannon River, and icing called off. Cross ice pass to Cannon River. Moline off the boards and out of the zone. Cans picks it up. She's got Nelson with her. Nelson now takes the puck. Back off the boards to Cans. Throws it to the middle and stolen by Cannon River. Cannon River in 1-on-4. Weak shot deflected to the corner. Frisky tips it. Nelson tips it. It's now out of the zone. In pursuit. And Cannon River turns and burns. Throws it back into the zone. Collected by Verstraete. Verstraete to Weber. Weber cross ice to Cans. Cans. Cans back with the puck again. Moline holds it out of the zone. Cannon River brings it back in. Off the wall. This is McCall bringing it up. Loses against the wall, and Cannon River right back to the attack. Drop pass and a shot wide of the net. Cans in pursuit, chips it out of the zone, and Cannon River will retreat and regroup. Weber in pursuit, and icing called. Chipped out of the zone by Cannon River. Held by Weber. Pass to Bliss. Bliss up the wall. Chased by Weber in the zone. And Cannon River off to the races again. Brought into the zone, off of Bliss. Maintained by the Spartacats, bringing it up through the corner. And ran into the referee. There was no apparent attempt to jump. Puck is out and now offsides. Puck is won by Cannon River and stolen by Christie on the pass. Kept out of the zone by a stick blade. Bates to Christie. Christie carries across. Nice pass to Robinette and lost in the corner. Held by Bates. Robinette dumps it more into the corner. Bates pursues. Christie now pursues and steals the puck right to the center. A great attempt by Bates. Just chipped wide. Robinette giving him the business in the corner. Dumped back to defense. Chipped in by Bates. Bates now back right in front. Great chance for Christie. Puck didn't get there. Picked off by Cannon River. Cannon River now carries out. He's got a couple crossovers. Got some speed with her and loses the puck. And Christie collects. Now off to Bliss. Puck is lost behind the net. No call on the trip. Weber in pursuit. Bates in pursuit. Spartacats desperately in need of getting this puck out of the zone. A blocker save, and Christie's off to the races. Nobody pressuring her on the side. Spartacats do a change, and Christie with a beautiful shot puts it top left corner. The goalie did not see that one coming. Fantastic goal. My guess is this is number 22, Perry Christie, unassisted. Just what the Spartacats needed with 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the second period. Now with the Nelson-Weber Cans line of forwards and Turvold and Moline on defense. Cannon River brings it in and cleared by the Spartacats. A pass up to Cans into the corner. She looks back on the wall to Nelson, chips it off, maintains it. Back to Weber, Cans, back to Cans behind the net. A battle going on. Spartacats unable to hold the zone. Turvold with the puck. Comes cross ice to Weber. Nice pass. Weber with two defenders on. Drops to Nelson. Nelson taken down. Cannon River with the puck. Attempted a cross ice pass. Waved off on the icing by the referee. Pursuit is on. There's a scrum in the corner and a call from the near side ref. I did not see what this could be. It is a Spartacats penalty. Looks we are calling Weber into the box. Unclear of the call. Just waiting for the box crew to get the appropriate penalty time up. It's a 2-minute penalty starting at 1:23. penalty to 23 Weber. Face-off won by Nelson in the zone. Chased by Cans, shot, and a save by Cassidy. Long shot again, gloved by Cassidy, holding the zone. We've got an offensive change here. Nelson and Cans come off. We've got Hubble and McCall in to kill the rest of this penalty before the end of the second period. Still got Weber and Verstrate in on defense. Verstrate to the corner, chipped up well over their head. Grabbed by Cannon Falls, and it looks like Hubble's got a chance to get it out of the zone. No, held against the wall. Cannon River with numbers. And a slap shot blocked by McCall. Wide of the net on that shot. And Hubble chips it up ice. This will be an icing call. Excellent choice on the music by Hubble. Cold as the ice. A call out to the referees. Won by Cannon River, and now back behind the net. Chipped in front. Puck still controlled by Cannon River. A great chance in front, now brought out. McCall chasing. Turvold up the boards to McCall. McCall, no chance to block that one. Sent wide by Cassidy. Cannon River with the puck, still on the power play for another 45 seconds. Cannon River with the puck in the zone. Bliss giving them the business. And that will do it for the second period. There will be 35 seconds left on the penalty to Weber to start the third. All right, all tied up after two. The clock is not yet set. It still says 1:40. We're waiting for an official time on the clock. Does look like the penalty to Weber is 33 seconds remaining. Faceoff is won by the Spartacats. Kicked ahead by Verstrate. Now into the zone by the Cannon River team. Cannon River across the wall, up off the boards by Kriske, and offsides Cannon River. I did think they got back on that one, but we're not going to argue. And the clock, well, ran down another 3 seconds. Helps out Weber's cause. Face-off won by Cannon River. Tries to center and an errant pass. Krisky in pursuit. Shot from the point with a redirect and right to Cassidy. Back to full strength. We've got Krisky, Robinette, and I cannot see the number. Oh, and Bates on the face-off. The referee's in conversation with the other team. One of the fans is clapping sarcastically across the way. I'm not sure what that's about. A shot and save by Cassidy. Krisky brings it up on the far wall to Bates. Bates makes a move and regains the puck. Brings it into the zone clean. Attacked by 3 Cannon River players. Into the corner. Krisky in their pursuit. Robinette there. And Bates to follow up. We'll see where this one ends up. Bates knocks it loose. And Bates has it now. Bates with a backhand and a second chance there. Just blocker save. Goalie reaches between the skates of 3 players, errantly tripping one of her own, but the save is made. Face-off won by Nelson to Weber. To the wall. Back to Walker with a shot from the point. Saved by the goalie. And not held in by the Spartacats with a big elbow from Cannon River. Riley pushing it through. A chip off to Cans. And we are off with Weber on that attempt. A throwback, New Kids on the Block. Appreciate Hubble trying to keep the parents into the game. Nelson chips it into the zone, taking it into the corner. She's got Weber out front. Back to Cans. Pass is missed and picked up by Cannon River. Off to the races. Soft shot picked up by Weber, by Walker. Walker clears the zone. Cans in pursuit. Nelson misses on a swipe and way offsides. Even that one, the clapping fan cannot dispute. Face-off won by Cannon Falls. Into the corner and up. Weber sends it into the Cannon River zone. Nelson on the wall. Drop to Turvold. Turvold to Nelson. Nelson up to Weber. Weber tries to cross ice to Cans, and it is intercepted. A fantastic save. Top right high blocker. Cannon River with the puck. A missed opportunity on a one-timer in the center and back out of the zone. Turvold up against the wall. Chips it through. McCall now sends it. Nope, and it's now been chipped back down into the Spartacats zone. Shot from the point is wide. Moline has the puck against the wall. Shot hits off the back of Turvold's leg. Goalie save. Goalie save again. What a wall. All right, now the Spartacats have it on the breakaway. I believe this is Weber. She is loose. She's being pursued by 3, 4, 5 Cannon River players. Now it's to the corner on Hubble. She maintains the zone. And a pass up through into the neutral zone. McCall on pursuit. There's about 8 players from Cannon River on the ice at this moment. It seems like they got all off the ice without touching a puck, but it was a bit ridiculous. And Walker picks up the puck behind the net. Up to Kriske. Errant pass. Held by Cannon River. Nice pass in front. Could not be corralled. Another wide shot was still blocker saved. Walker up the boards. Weber chips it forward. And Grace Hubble in pursuit. Grace Hubble still in pursuit. The rest of the line changes. Grace takes her to the boards. There we go. Bates up to Kriske. And a great shift. Hubble comes off. Robinette on. Walker to the corner. Kriske. Kriske cross ice. It does get out of the zone. Picked up by Robinette. And Robinette continues to push it into the zone. Puck picked up by Kriske. Kriske to the net. Puts it in front. No chance there. Was blocked by a Cannon River player. Cannon River now on the pressure. They've got 2 players ahead of their puck holder. A nice drop pass and a great save by Cassidy. She sends it wide to keep it out of the zone for the next face-off. Again, Robinette picks the puck up. Let's go. Robinette with Bates and Kriske. Robinette to Bates and just a little wide. Robinette going for a change. Turvold dumps it in. And it is deep in the Cannon River zone. We now have Turvold, Nelson, and Weber. Sorry, Cans, Nelson, Weber as forwards. Turvold in as a defenseman, getting some pressure on the puck. We've got Bliss coming back to get the puck, sending a cross-ice pass to Weber, sends it up to Cans. Cans sandwiched. Nelson in to help. Puck is still in the zone. Puck is now sent. It's still in the zone. Held by Weber. Sent out of the zone. Should be on this one off the redirect. Chased by Cans. Puck back in the zone on sides. Weber with the puck on her skates. Gets it out of the zone. Loses a stick. No call. I don't think there was a slash. It was just an incidental. But now we have another stick lost. Cans loses a stick. Now Nelson puts it into the zone. And Cans is off sides. I'm here with Izzy Cans' mother.
Hi, fans.
Do you have any comments on that last play?
I mean, she's not a soccer player, and I'm hoping she stays out of the penalty box.
What did she have for dinner tonight?
Chicken Caesar salad.
All right. We'll be back later. A new face-off. And the Spartacats bring it into the zone, but now quick call sounds like offsides. And a win on the face-off and a loss on the reception of the pass. Shot by Cassidy. Not a problem. Just a reminder on time, we have 6:40 left. Third period, 1-1. Shots on goal, 10 for the Spartacats, 21 for Cannon River. Cannon River wearing an ugly green and yellow, reminiscent of a bordering hockey team. Poor choice in my mind. Kriske tries to take it in the zone. Stolen drop back to Kriske. That one is out of bounds onto the bench. They're letting Hubble get pretty close on that face-off, but won by Cannon River. Cannon River now on the pressure. Verstrate forcing him to the corner, and a pass to the center is broken up by Moline. Nice play. Hubble on the pressure now in the offensive zone, pestering the offensive player. Held by Moline. A shot off the back of a Cannon River player into the corner. Bates drops it back to Verstrate. Verstrate with a shot off the shoulder of a Cannon River player. And a shout out to Yuri Bates. I just saw a notification on my phone. I don't want to end up doing this again, but all right, trying to get the puck out of the zone. It is a drop. Verstrate sends it out to Robinette on the break. Robinette has a few trailers and picked up by Bates. Bates, a few hooking calls. Could have been called, but no. Now Bates to the corner behind the net, tries to wrap around, and it is gloved by the goalie. A special thank you to Yuri Bates for the call out. I appreciate it. I hope to never have to do this again, but we'll keep going. Bates on the face-off. A win back to Bliss. Bliss tries to chip it in. It is now loose. Weber picks it up in the neutral zone, sends it up. Bates forcing the issue across the wall. Robinette on the pursuit. It is now a breakaway. We have two defenders back. A nice play by Bliss. Stick block, and Bates is off to the races. Loses the puck in the neutral zone. Back to Bliss, up the wall. And we'll go for a change. Cannon River now pushing the issue. A weak shot blocked and gloved by Boyd. 4:35 remaining, 1-1. The parents are getting restless. The music's pretty good. I just gave Hubble the thumbs up. We'll see if we can change it up to something else. All right. We need a spark. Weber in good pursuit. Sent out by Turvold through the neutral zone. Cannon River regroups. A nice block by Cans in the zone. Brought in. They claim to be on sides. I don't know. Puck is still loose. Nelson picks it up. Nelson's got a chance. Nope. Nelson loses the puck to 66 on Cannon River, and the pass up ice. Now a cross ice pass. We've got numbers to stop, but the shot is off and wide. Nelson with the puck in the corner. Sends it up to Weber. Sends it up off the boards. This will be an icing if it reaches. And, oh my, they called it off. Weber got there in time. Great hustle. Up to Turvold. Turvold grabbing the puck, sending it up into the zone. Cans cannot bring it into the zone. Cans coming off. We have Hubble fresh onto the ice. Weber coming off. Krisky coming on. Scrum in the corner. An errant shot way wide. Sent back. A chip up by Krisky. Krisky off to the races. If she gets there, she's got a chance. Nope. Stolen by Cannon River. Held in the zone. Verstrate sends it back off the boards. Krisky to the corner. Krisky holds the zone. Krisky pushed over from behind. No call. Sent up the boards to Walker with a shot. Tipped a few times and gloved. Great play by the goalie. Face off in the zone. Wouldn't say one, not lost either by Bates, but held in the zone. Weber pushes to Bates in the corner. Bates being feisty, keeping after it. Cannon River with an attempt. Walker with a great play to not hook but stop the possession of the puck. For straight passes to Robinette. Cannot get it out of the zone. Cannon River still maintains the puck in the zone. Another save by Boyd. And now maintained by Spartacats, bringing it up. Robinette with a pass to Weber. Weber is loose. Oh, and a glove save by the Cannon River goalie. That was a great chance, probably our best of the night. The only thing that can bring us back in is more music. Spartacats face off 1 to Turvold. Walks it in. A chance, but blocker save right pad. Hands in the corner. Krisky there to help. And back to Bliss. A blocker. Block. And Penn River is off to the races. Turvold there. Is enough of a bother that she can't get a shot off. Nelson up to Krisky. Krisky around a Cannon River player. She's still got the puck. She's got cans in front if she wants her, and she's got a chance. It goes. I am not sure if that was a Cans tip or if it was a Krisky straight point, but either way, that was an entirely effort play. There we go. 56 seconds left in regulation, and Cannon River looks pretty discouraged. Here we go. Back out Nelson at center. Izzy Cans at left wing and Perry Krisky at right wing. We have Bliss at left defense and Turvold at right. And the puck is dropped and won by Cannon River. Sent off to Nelson. Nelson sends it up the wall to Cans. It doesn't get there. It's brought in, not in. Cans now has it. Cans sends it in to the zone. No, oh, Krisky with a steal and a shot just over the top. Cans holding the zone. She got an elbow to her back. Nelson in there to help. And Cannon River is trying to mount a charge. They have 4 players up. 1 comes into the zone. And great defense. Great play by Bliss to send it across the ice. 11 seconds. 8 seconds left. Krisky stops the puck from coming into the zone again. Now it's to a pass up. And that will do it. That is a win for your Spartacats 15U B1 team. Special thanks for the first interview on our broadcast.
Thank you for watching at home, everybody.